Let UDA do their things. We are also doing our things, and let us meet in the ballot by the end of the day.
Honorable Mohammed, what is your take on Tifa?
Tifa, me I can differ with Tifa because as you can see, the deputy president has been campaigning so much. So in the face of the people, what they see is the deputy president. So they can back up the UDA party. But once the kingship of or the leadership of Raila rises and he starts to campaign, you'll see UDA going to the ground. Unajua politics is like football. Tunaweza sema hivyo kwa sababu you can't count yourself as a winner until the end of the game. Umeona? So sahi tukiangalia our party leader hajakuwa kikampeni. What he has been doing ni alikuwa na set some premises na structure ya party kwanza, then na coalition yenye tumekuja nayo ya Azimio la Umoja, then after that sasa we need to hit the ground. We as youths we have work to do. Kwa nini, why am I saying so? Kwa sababu sasa ni wakati yetu kama youths kuingia kwa ground, convincing our fellow youths watoke kwa wingi sana, watafute kura, washike kura, na we elect a leader that has a vision to this country.
And talking about Azimio la Umoja movement, which is the new coalition that the ODM Raila Odinga is going to use as his vehicle in 2022. We've seen several parties, including the party of Honorable Kingi of Coast, and the other parties are about to come in and join the Azimio la Umoja movement. But Jubilee Party, which huwa wanasema wanaenda kuform coalition na ODM, they're still, they've not yet declared if they are going to be in that Azimio la Umoja movement. What do you think is taking them long?
You are very wrong. Why am I saying so? Jubilee is in the coalition of Azimio la Umoja. Didn't you see the I think it was the deputy party, Muraidi, David Muraidi, the chairman of Jubilee. Alikuja akasema nini wakati uko ground? The lies that we have been given, we went and gave back to Mount Kenya. Now we are going to reveal it. And
but that doesn't mean that now Jubilee Party is
Jubilee Party
that
itself.
Is just Murade. We have the Secretary General, we have the party leader who is the president, we have the deputy party leader who is the deputy president.
Yes. Jubilee Party itself, through their chairman, David Murade, they came out clear and say we are going to back up Raila Amolo Odinga in the Azimio la Umoja coalition. No.
So according to you, you're speaking for the party.
Yeah, you're speaking for the party, on behalf of the party. Kwa sababu sahi the coalition that we have on the table, it's between Jubilee and ODM. Now we are going to see more party coming in. Into backing up the Azimio la Umoja movement. That is the only party that when I can quote the words of Atwoli, in whose hands are you safe? I want to answer Atwoli and tell Atwoli that in Raila's hands only that we can be safe.
Well, that is opinion according to Honorable Mohammed. To you, Honorable Alex.
Well, Chebet, first of all, people need to understand that we have election policy, and according to the IEBC, right now it's not time for campaigns, and we cannot be able to form cooperative pacts at this particular time. Let's campaign be declared by the IBC before we start saying all this.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you.
Yes. Say that IBC does not have any law barring politicians from engaging in politics.
Well, remember we have been talking about political reforms, right? And you see, according to the current constitution that we are using right now, right now we are only seeing people are not putting posters. Why? Why can't you just be able even to put a banner here on the billboard? Why are they not doing it? Remember very well that the president said it very clearly that you cannot be able to endorse a particular person, in a very clear way. He has been endorsing Raila all through. But did you see him saying that, I'm endorsing Raila? Time for campaigns is not, has not been able to start. And Wafule Chebukati is just trying to camouflage, from everything that is backing him right now. And you remember very well, people have been saying that Why are some of the people campaigning? Why is the deputy president campaigning? Why is Raila Amolo Odinga campaigning? It is against the principality of the election reforms. So what I can say, be able to say is, let us wait until the IBC come very clearly and declare now this is the time to campaign, and people can be able to do what they want to do. Let me go back to what I was saying. Endorsement of BABA by the president will only come after the election campaign have been able to be, to put into clear image. And at that particular time, people now will come to realize what we have been saying all around. But I cannot be able to predict and assume what people are saying at this particular time. It is very wrong. So, Jubilee Party and ODM, we have been talking about Azimio la Umoja. And Baba put it very well and said that Azimio la Umoja, it is the slogan of that umbrella of coalition. To me, and for you who has gone to school, right now we are going to understand it is not the ODM party alone. It means there's some of the political party that is going to come together and be able to form an umbrella to the Azimio la Umoja name. So ODM and Jubilee Party, you remember very well in the convention of Azimio la Umoja, we saw the Secretary General of Jubilee was there, Tuju. We saw the chairman, just like my friend has put it very clearly. Muraide was there, and he was given the obligation even to speak on behalf of the Jubilee Party. Yeah. So we are just waiting for the official now signing, or rather on the paperwork, to be able to...
You saw even they invited the ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi, they invited the Ford Kenya Moses Wetangula,
yes.
We have Gideon Moi.
Yes.
That was just the invitation. It's
well, Chebet, in politics,
in politics, you can invite people, but not all people will appear. Ukiangalia Musalia Mudavadi boycotted the invitation.
Walituma Gideon Moi according
no. Gideon Moi came for the for KANU party. No, as a party.
People are there individually.
You see, Wetangula didn't show up. Mudavadi didn't show up. What does this tells you? According to the invitation, alafu kuja uangalie, are they backing up on the Azimio la Umoja? No, they are not backing it up. No. Only Gideon, only the Jubilee Party, and the other DAP is backing up. They came out clearly.
There are some of the conversation and meetings that have been held up, ever since the handshake of Baba and the president of this country. Remember, right now the person who is holding the docket of finance committee is who? That is Wanga, and that is one from ODM. That is the docket which is supposed to be held by the ruling government. But what is happening? There are some things that you need just to open your eyes and be able to make an assumption.
And I remember some time back you really fought.
No, I never said something like that.
It is in the record.
I never said something like that.
Now moving on to the newly formed party DAP, which was formed by CS Eugene Omalwa, and based on his composition, the formation, the leaders who are the party, we have the Secretary General, and also we have the chairperson of that party. I'll give you, Honorable Mohammed, some 2 minutes just to gauge that party.
First of all, the DAP party is not formed with the. It has not been formed with the CS Eugene Omalwa. That is where people getting it. They are getting it wrong. Honorable Wafula Munyinyi came out clear in the Citizen Television saying that he's the party leader. He has been given that mandatory of being the party leader, and Secretary General coming from Tongareni, is it Iseli Simiyu. Unaona? Then it's a national party. Why am I saying so? People are you find people saying that it's not a national party, it's a Luya party, or it's a clan party. Iseli is a Wanga, is coming from is a Luya but not a Bukusu. So it's not a clan party. Unaona? Then ukiangalia the structure, it undergo all the qualification of being a national party. Umeona?
Yeah.
So hii kitu yenye hata sahi kwa TV shows na radio unasikia ati iko under Azimio, when you declare themselves being under Azimio, they will support the president, who is Raila Amolo Odinga, my party leader.
The president being
no, in a video, no. What they are trying to do is to show you that we have a system. Now in this country, according to the system, we just go for formality of voting, but we have people who determine our election outcome. No. As I can tell you,
I'm not sure of that.
If you're not sure, the deep state, yeah,
I'm not sure if deep state really exists.
It really exists. That's why you find that before you contradict. That's why you find out that the DP is running out saying that the deep state is undermining me. The deep state wants to elect a leader for the people. Why can't you go to the? Why can't we wait for the election so that we can choose our the citizen can choose their own leaders? No, of their nani they wish. No. So hapo ndo tunakuja na ile perspective ya kuwa kuna deep state. No.
The same question you
yes.
answer now. The question to you, how can you gauge the newly formed DAP party?
Well, I think it's Article 85 that, give credibility of political parties. And every political party, any political party can be formed in this country as long as it's get in line, with the principalities of register of political parties. So DAP right now, but you see, let us just bring it down. Because DAP here was formed here by the local members of parliament, that is the Seli and Omnyinyi. And you see, we have been having some confrontation between, that is the senator, and those two individuals. So to me, I can be able to get that basically this particular party was the basic objective of it. It is either to diminish or to go against. Remember, these two have been in Fort Kenya. They were the same people in Fort Kenya, and they had slots there. And right now, they are moving out to form another political party. And you see, that particular adversary cannot be able to be seized unless something concrete happens. They are very wise. What happens next? They go ahead and form another new political party on the same basic and the same foundation of this particular region of ours, that is Bungoma County. So I think objective of DAP, it is to make sure that Fort Kenya does not cease. And when you look vividly, Chebet, I want to be more monocategorical here. When you look at the party image, that is, we call it cheetah, right?
Yeah.
And you see, that is the same image that was there in New Fort Kenya very well. And I want to contradict with my friend because he said that the founder of this political party is not Eugene. Yeah. You remember very well, Eugene is the same individual who formed New Fort Kenya back in 2007. And they are using the same image right now to form what? DAP. So I think it is just a proponent of, because right now we understand very well that MOU, those people signed with the Jubilee Party, it is coming to be an end by this 2021. And before 2022, we are going to have new pacts. So I can say that the fight still go on, and the existence of DAP, it is to make sure that the Fort Kenya as a party, it goes down, route zake zikatwe zote, because right now we understand that every region it's supposed to be having that indigenous party of it. And here we are very very clear when you are talking about Bukusu leadership. We are talking about Fort Kenya. That is something that has been existing all these years. And you see, these people, they are very wise because they understand very well that there are some of those individuals that have been going against the leadership of the senator of this particular county. We have been talking about malpractice, the election malpractice. We have been talking about, some accusation to do with the mismanagement of party funds. We have been talking about even misconduct of the senator as an individual. People have been alleging that. So these are the same people who are going to take positions where, or who are going to take, refuge to DAP party. So what I can say, it is just a direct confrontation between DAP now and Fort Kenya as a party. Yes.
Yeah, and they say that they are going to join Azimio la Umoja, and Honorable Mohammed was saying that it's not a Western party, but we saw during the launch of the party, CS Eugene Amalo saying that the OCA members have delayed even in declaring who will be the flag bearer of the party, and the Luya Nation wanategemea Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula. So he said that they are forming this DAP party so that they can also they want to form the next government, and that's why they are going to Azimio. Azimio la Umoja, and you understand Azimio la Umoja, the flag bearer is the ODM leader Raila Amolo Odinga. Can you say that maybe Raila Amolo Odinga has just found another way of scooping the Western votes, because ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula wamesema that they will not back Raila Odinga come 2022?
Ukiangalia na ANC leader Mudavadi, popularity yake imeenda chini as compared to back then. Ukiangalia Moses Masika Wetangula, popularity yake imeenda chini sahi. Azimio la Umoja, it's an umbrella to bring all Kenyans into one coalition. No. We are fighting not to divide ourselves, but to have a guidelines in one party. No. On one coalition, not party. No. Under Azimio la Umoja, Raila is not trying to scoop votes from Western. He already has a lot of votes in Western. Akona votes mingi sana compared to any other party leader of the two parties, ANC and Ford Kenya. Ukiangalia in the other election 2013, if I'm not wrong, ali scoop hata kuliko venye our party leader mwenye tunasema ni party leader wa Western people, yes, the kingpin mwenye ako sahi aku merge the votes zenye Raila alipata Western. Musalia Mudavadi in his home ground was beaten by Raila Amolo Odinga. Nona, what does this shows you? That in every kingship regime it comes to an end. Nona, so lazima wakubali na wajue hii coalition that inaformiwa kutoka na Raila Amolo Odinga ili akuja apate votes mingi in Western.
Well, that's fair enough.
Yes.
And now to you, Alex, is it? I'll ask you a different question from because.
Why different question?
Do you think that is it possible for OCA members now to join Azimio la Umoja, or maybe because DAP is in Ford Kenya and is in Azimio la Umoja, and the leaders of DAP, you understand, the hosted leaders of Ford Kenya party?
Well, so are you talking about OCA as a, as a coalition, or talking about Ford Kenya as a party?
I can say OCA because the owner insists they will be together.
Well, I think the most important thing is that the door is still open. And as Milo Moja, just like my friend has said, I want to echo him that, this is a platform whereby Raila Amolo Odinga wants to bring everyone on board. We have been talking about, a divisive culture for a while. And people have been having this mentality of, this is my people, we cannot go this direction. That is what we want to see. And, the objective of Raila Amolo Odinga is he wants to make sure that everyone is brought on board. We are talking about more than 42 ethnic groups in this country to be able to be brought on board to serve the same agenda. So what I can tell you is that, and OCA members, they still have the door still open. There's still time, and let them take among themselves, because right now, and let me just go back to what my friend has been telling you. It is not Raila Amolo Odinga who is pushing for these small parties to come on board. It is the small parties which are pushing themselves to come on board to the Azimio la Umoja. Because politics is all about interest. And if you have already seen that Raila Amolo Odinga is going to scoop the presidential bid, why should you go in the opposition? If you cannot be able to beat them, you need to join them. Yeah. So that is what these new political parties they are doing. They are coming on board and be able to converge with ODM to be able to form one government. And that is the spirit we need to have right now. And you see, me as a lawyer, because I come from this place, and you see, we have been to make Giza for quite a while. We don't receive resources. Our farms are dead. Our industries right now, they are dead. Our people do not have job opportunities. We don't have infrastructure. We are lacking good health, facilities. It is high time that our leaders, that is true, the senator who is running the Ford Kenya, and Mudavadi himself, to be able to come on board and join Raila Amolo Odinga. Because this is a talking opposition. The last time I was here, I put it in a very clear way that if something happens right now and Raila Amolo Odinga becomes maybe the president of this country, and these people, they are in UDA, what is going to happen by the end of the day? We are going to blame them, because these are the same individuals who had the position to be able to join Raila Amolo Odinga, and they never did. So it is a high time as a ZPA we need to eat in the same plate.
ati walipeleka Musalia hapa ati kwenda kumfanyia interview. Alafu hata hawakumuita hata kumwambia majibu ilitokea namna gani. Ninauliza nini? Watu wa hapa Butali, mnataka Musalia afanye na kitendawili ama afanye na mimi? Afanye na kitendawili ama afanye na hasla? Afanye na hasla. Hebu nione wale wanasema afanye na hasla, afanye na hasla, afanye na hasla.
So as to achieve their selfish interests.
Ndio mimi nimekuja hapa kwa unyenyekevu jameni, tujipange kwa chama ya mahasla wote. Hiyo ya kazi ni nini? Tuko pamoja, tutaungana. Kwa chama ya kazi ni kazi. Hiyo ya kuunganisha Wakenya. Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi, hapo namna gani? Sisi tunakaribisha Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi kwa chama yetu ya
Nataka kuwaambia Jimmy Wanjige, tumefunga hiyo ofisi na koti imekubali usikanyange Meru kama hujamalizana na hiyo Mulima. Nataka kukuambia Njanji, Mulima wa Meru wameamua kwa sababu utaki yake. Unataka mtu mmoja apewe bunduki 16. Kwani kwake tuna station. Anaambia Mulima, hata wewe leo wa Meru wanakuchoma na Wameru wale wako Nairobi wameniambia kuna mtu ndani. Namuomba rais leo hii, watoto wetu wanamalizwa hata kama ulitupea nafasi. Tunaomba ututetee. Tunaomba Raila utetee watoto wetu. Tunaomba kiongozi yoyote yule anaamini uongozi wa Uhuru atutetee, kwa sababu Kenyatta sio yeye anapeana bunduki. Bunduki iko na bureau na hawezi peana bunduki 16 kwa mwezi.
Bona hawezi rudi huko sababu ashajua ni yeye, sababu hata ifenifa saa hiyo alisema kama mmeshapiga mpiga kufe. But hali Mungu ndio alisaidia. Hata huyu sasa kama amepona hivi, akipona tu ni kama hawezi rudi huko tena, kwa sababu huko imekuwa hostel area, hakuna mahali wanakaa huko. Mara kwa sasa hizi wako well harmed, hakuna mahali watu wanaishi. Ni hiyo membe tu peke yake ndio watu walikuwa na huko jana.
Bandits kutoka Elgeyo Marakwet, bandits 5 wakiwa na bunduki 5, sijui risasi ngapi kila moja, waliingia hiyo shamba kwa fujo na wakashoot huyo kijana. Vile waliingia hivi, wenye walikuwa kwa miti juu wakashuka, wenye walikuwa kwa simakunia wakakimbia. Mtu mwenye anaweza kukimbia sababu wafahamizi wameingia, wakatoroka. Mmoja wao akatambua sura ya huyu kijana sababu ni majirani, akaambia wenzake msiue huyu, hakuna kazi hii, mtu kiwete unashuti yeye kwa nini?
Tunasema kuna mpango ya bottom up, na hiyo bottom up ndio sum total ya hiyo. Tunasema wale ambao hawawezi kulipa hospitali ni wale wako bottom, wale hawana kazi ni wale wako bottom, wale walalala njaa ni wale wako bottom. Ndio tunataka tuwafanya nini? Tuwainue. Ndio hiyo, tunaelewana? So hiyo ndio tunapanga, na mimi nataka niwahakikishie hiyo mpango Mungu akitujalia tutaitekeleza kwa manufaa ya wananchi wote wa Kenya bila ya kubagua sehemu hii ama sehemu ile. Na ndio mnaona wale tunashindana na wao wanajaribu kutuuzia uoga, kwa sababu hawana plan, hawana agenda. Kwa sababu kama wangekuwa naye si wangetuuzia. Yetu ni bottom up, tumejieleza. Yao ni gani? Yao ni gani? Haya, na wale wanaendesha hiyo mradi yao hawajulikani kwa kufanya kazi yoyote, si ndio? Ile barabara tumejenga
mko na noti ya 10k moja na it can only buy a chicken.
Kuna wale ambao wameiba mali ya umma,
wale watu wa seminar na retreat.
NASA died. I'm a man of God. I prophesy NASA is dead. Tena iko shetani fulani anatuambia turudi nyuma tena kwa hiyo ndoa. Mimi ningependa tafadhali utuombee leo ile ndoa ya NASA. Tafadhali Apostle utuombee party leader wetu wasirudi huko.
Because ukiangalia time ya budget,
No, it's the poorest county.
Wale ambao wanajiweka mbele kwamba ni mafarasi ndio watu ambao watatupotosha katika hii nchi ya Kenya. Wao wanataka watutumie kama vibarakala, tuwapatie uongozi, hakuna manufaa tutapata kwao.
And now you have, let's say, 20 million who will leave back. How do you bank that money again?
I'm telling you, the culture of selling stuff in Western Kenya, any asset must be sold, any liability must be sold. Have you seen for the past 2 years what this man has been going through? Every time he has to come out and explain things, and the people who are putting him in these problems, Western Kenya needs a think tank.
Hizo ndo farasi mbili tunatarajia, lakini hao wengine tumechoka nao. Maana mtu kama baba hawezi poa unapewa penalty kila wakati au ufungi bao na bado timu inakupatia penalty. Sisi tumempigia ya kutosha.
Tayari kusimama na Musalia liwe liwalo, kama vile baba aliposimama na watu wake wa Kisumu, akasema hata akisema ati ende uanguke kwa kisima, anaanguka kwa kisima ati juu baba amesema. So mimi pia niko ready kusimama na Musalia Mudavadi.
Sasa wanamsumbua rais, badala ya rais kufanyia kazi wa Kenya. Sasa rais amekuwa ati anashughulikia watu watano hapo kujaribu kuwapanga na tamaa yao.
as there is politics, leadership, and governance. And we ain't gonna leave you out of our conversation. You can text or call in 0746 999 841.
Musalia hapa atikwenda kumfanyia interview, alafu hata hawakumuita hata kumwambia majibu ilitokea namna gani. Ninauliza nini watu wa hapa Butali, mnataka Musalia afanye na kitendawili ama afanye na mimi? Afanye na kitendawili ama afanye na hasla? Afanye na hasla. Hebu nione wale wanasema afanye na hasla, afanye na hasla, afanye na hasla.
So as to achieve their selfish interests.
Ndio mimi nimekuja hapa kwa unyenyekevu, jameni, tujipange kwa chama ya mahasla wote. Hiyo ya kazi ni nini? Tuko pamoja, tutaungana. Kwa chama ya kazi ni kazi. Hiyo ya kuunganisha Wakenya. Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi, hapo namna gani? Sisi tunakaribisha Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi kwa chama yetu ya
nataka kuwaambia Jimmy Wanjigi, tumefunga hiyo ofisi na koti imekubali usikanyange Meru kama hujamalizana na hiyo Mulima. Nataka kukuambia Njanji, Mulima wa Meru wameamua, kwa sababu utaki yake, unataka mtu mmoja apewe bunduki 16. Kwani kwake kuna station? Anaambia Mulima, hata wewe leo Wameru wanakuchoma na Wameru wale wako Nairobi wameniambia unakuwa ndani. Namuomba rais leo hii, watoto wetu wanamalizwa, hata kama ulitupea nafasi, tunaomba ututetee. Tunaomba Raila utetee watoto wetu. Tunaomba kiongozi yoyote yule anaamini uongozi wa Uhuru atutetee, kwa sababu Kenoti sio yeye anapeana bunduki. Bunduki iko na bureau na hawezi peana bunduki 16 kwa mwezi.
Bona hawezi rudi huko sababu ashajua ni yeye, sababu hata ifenifa saa hiyo alisema kama mmeshapiga mpiga kufe. But hali Mungu ndio alisaidia. Hata huyu sasa kama amepona hivi, akipona tu ni kama hawezi rudi huko tena, kwa sababu huko imekuwa hostel area, hakuna mahali wanakaa huko. Mara kwa sasa hizi wako well harmed, hakuna mahali watu wanaishi. Ni hiyo membe tu peke yake ndio watu walikuwa na huko jana.
Bandits kutoka Elgeyo Marakwet, bandits 5 wakiwa na bunduki 5, sijui risasi ngapi kila moja, waliingia hiyo shamba kwa fujo na wakashoot huyo kijana. Vile waliingia hivi, wenye walikuwa kwa miti juu wakashuka, wenye walikuwa kwa shumakunia wakakimbia. Mtu mwenye anaweza kukimbia sababu wafahamizi wameingia wakaroka. Mmoja wao akatambua sura ya huyu kijana sababu ni majirani, akaambia wenzake, msiue, mimi hakuna kazi hii, mtu kiwete unashuti yeye kwa nini?
Tunasema kuna mpango ya bottom up, na hiyo bottom up ndio sum total ya hiyo. Tunasema wale ambao hawawezi kulipa hospitali ni wale wako bottom, wale hawana kazi ni wale wako bottom, wale walalala njaa ni wale wako bottom. Ndio tunataka tuwafanya nini? Tuwainue. Ndio hiyo, tunaelewana? So hiyo ndio tunapanga, na mimi nataka niwahakikishie hiyo mpango, Mungu akitujalia tutaitekeleza kwa manufaa ya wananchi wote wa Kenya bila ya kubagua sehemu hii ama sehemu ile. Na ndio mnaona wale tunashindana na wao wanajaribu kutuuzia uoga, kwa sababu hawana plan, hawana agenda. Kwa sababu kama wangekuwa naye si wangetuuzia. Yetu ni bottom up, tumejieleza. Yao ni gani? Yao ni gani? Haya, na wale wanaendesha hiyo mradi yao hawajulikani kwa kufanya kazi yoyote, si ndio? Ile barabara tumejenga
mko na noti ya 10K moja na it can only buy a chicken.
Kuna wale ambao wameiba mali ya umma,
wale watu wa seminar na retreat.
NASA died. I'm a man of God. I prophesy NASA is dead. Tena iko shetani fulani anatuambia turudi nyuma tena kwa hiyo ndoa. Mimi ningependa tafadhali mtuombee leo ile ndoa ya NASA tafadhali Apostle tuombee party leader wetu wasirudi huko.
They need money.
Because ukiangalia time ya budget.
No, it's the poorest county.
Wale ambao wanajiweka mbele kwamba ni mafarasi ndio watu ambao watatupotosha katika hii nchi ya Kenya. Wao wanataka watutumie kama vibarakala, tuwapatie uongozi, hakuna manufaa tutapata kwao.
And now you have, let's say, 20 million who will leave back. How do you bank that money again?
I'm telling you, the culture of selling stuff in Western Kenya, any asset must be sold, any liability must be sold. Have you seen for the past 2 years what this man has been going through? Every time he has to come out and explain things, and the people who are putting him in these problems, what to do? Western Kenya needs a think tank.
Hizo ndo farasi mbili tunatarajia, lakini hao wengine tumechoka nao. Maana mtu kama baba hauwezi kuwa unapewa penalty kila wakati au ufungi bao na bado timu inakupatia penalty. Sisi tumempigia ya kutosha.
Tayari kusimama na Musalia liwe liwalo, kama vile baba aliposimama na watu wake wa Kisumu, akasema hata akisema ati ende uanguke kwa kisima, anaanguka kwa kisima ati juu baba amesema. So mimi pia niko ready kusimama na Musalia Mudavadi.
Sasa wanamsumbua rais, badala ya rais kufanyia kazi wa Kenya. Sasa rais amekuwa ati anashughulikia watu watano hapo kujaribu kuwapanga na tamaa yao.
There is politics, leadership, and governance, and we ain't gonna leave you out of our conversation. You can text or call in 0746 999 841.
Navaholo Technical and Vocational College in Navaholo Sub-County of Kakamega County is a center of excellence in building and civil engineering. The college management is happy to announce that January 2022 intake is ongoing for holders of both KCPE and KCSE for artisans, certificate and diploma courses in building technology, civil engineering, land survey, plumbing, carpentry and joinery, welding and fabrication, water engineering, ICT, resource management, social work, supply and chain management, general agriculture, and many more. We are registered by the Ministry of Education as a TVET institution and an examination center for NEC and CASNEB examinations that boasts of coveted learning activities, facilities sitting on a 5.5-acre land purchased by NGCDF Navaholo constituency at par with national standard.
I am the principal of Navaholo Technical and Vocational College, situated in Navaholo constituency. We opened the doors for the students in January 2020. We have 4 departments which we offer. It is in fact a center of excellence in the building and civil engineering. So we have a building and civil engineering department, we have ICT department, we have new departments which are now becoming business department and agriculture department. So we have courses in such. We are welcoming students from all over Kenya, especially around the institution, as we said, is in Navaholo.
Navaholo Technical and Vocational College is located 1 kilometer from Navaholo Division headquarters near Chebeyusi Secondary School and 400 meters off Kakamega Nambacha Bungoma Road. We admit all government and private sponsored students under Kenya Universities and Colleges Placement Service. Welcome to Navaholo Technical and Vocational College. We value quality education and offer superb training to students at affordable school fees. The government will pay 30,000 shillings as bursary. In addition, Higher Education Loans Board gives 40,000 shillings for school fees and pocket money, which is available, thus the training is nearly free. Call us now 0721 589977. That is 0721 589977.
Tuko nje ya serikali sukumwa na leaders, principals wetu wa Westerns wenye wanatuambia they are our co-leaders wenye wanatuongoza, but they are leading us into a wrong way. Unaona, inapata job opportunities haziko sana compared to other counties wenye wako na rais ndani yake. Unaona, ukiangalia infrastructure za Western na other provinces or rather counties now tuko nyuma sana. Sasa that's why under the leadership of now the new SG, Edwin Sifuna is taking us into a direct light, telling us we need to be the government. Unaona, kwa sababu kama leaders wenye wamekuwa wameshindwa, it's high time tupatie chance the youths that are coming, watuelekeze.
Okay, so
Chebet, you know, it's very fun, and I want to use a parable here. You know, when your enemy see that you people, you have been having a divorce with your wife, and maybe he has been eyeing for you, your wife, the best time is when you are dead. That is the time he's going now to take your wife. You know, you remember we have been having a separation between, the Deputy President and Raila Amolo Odinga. And remember back in 2017 we had this element of NASA. And the Oka principle now and Raila Amolo Odinga were very close ally during that time. And you see at this particular time you're having now a cleavage between Raila Amolo Odinga and the Oka principles. So I think the Deputy President is taking that as an opportunity to be able to, to direct now the defectors of NASA to his direction. And you see, he's even happy. And you remember very well, he just waited now after the Azimio Moja Convention. That is the time he decided to have a Western tour. Because you remember, Mudavadi was not there. You remember also, that is, Moses Wetangula was not there. So through his political mentality, he's just very sure that these people, they have not been able to decide whether they're going to the Azimio Moja or what. So I think the Deputy President is taking that as an advantage. And right now I'm telling you that politics is all about interest. And you see the Deputy President, he is in his jurisdiction. Right now he's the Deputy President. He can take that as a position to be able to, to influence the Western voters. Because he's telling these people that when I'm going out to be in the government, and something funny is he's already in government, so I don't know which government is talking about. But politically, it can be possible that, His Excellency, the Deputy President, is trying to woo, lure votes to these two individuals. Because I cannot be able to neglect the element of Mudavadi as the kingpin of Kakamega. And you see, also the senator has been having influence here in Bungoma town. He's a technocrat. He has been the, minister for a while. He has been the senator for quite some time. So you cannot be able to neglect his existence here as far as politics is concerned. So kuna wale watu ambao wanamfuata hata kama anaenda against their grievances. So what I can be able to say is the Deputy President is taking that as an advantage. And it is very possible anything can happen in politics. We have been hearing people having this discussion that maybe Mudavadi can form a very good running mate of Gideon Nani, the Deputy President. Also, they have been talking that Wetangula can be able to be given a good slot when they are taking the government. So everything is possible. But sisi kama Waluya, we on the ground, we want to say this, and we want to tell our people and enlighten our people. ya kwamba it is a high time we should open our eyes. Sisi tumedanganywa mara mingi, tumekejeliwa sana, and it is the same deputy president. I wish we had those clips when he was talking ill against our people. Ya kwamba sisi ni watu wa kumbe kumbe. You know, that is very shameful according to, you know, the bigger picture. But that is not important, Chebet. What I can be able to tell the Luhya nation is that it is high time we should also sit in the same plate that people have been eating. You remember very well, we have been having almost 3/4 of resources going to Central Kenya. It is high time other resources be kuja Western, because our people are really suffering. It is high time our leaders should open our eyes. And I want to tell you that people have opened their eyes already. Because if Mudavadi and Wetangula, they're not going to lead the people the way they want. Na ninakumbuka the last time I was here, I told you, that is the same thing that have been happening in the by-elections. Political parties, they have been able to plug the wrong candidates for their people. What happens by the end of the day? Wala watu wanaanguka, independent candidates wanapita. That is the same thing that is going to happen here on the ground. And if these leaders, they are not going to make this decision, the right decision, I can assure you that here on their grassroots, ODM, we are going to take other slots by the end of the day.
Yeah, and still talking about Deputy President in Western Kenya, he's saying that Jubilee has built roads, has connected electricity to Kenyans, the people of Western, and he's saying that ODM has no any development to show the Western people. Do you agree, and can you list at least 3 developments that ODM has brought to Western Kenya?
ODM has not been in the government. You can put it clear.
Does that mean that
you don't have the power to bring any development into a county or any province? You see, as a Western province, ODM, we can say, unless they scoop the presidential race,
but
then we can say that.
We've seen a lot of developments in Nyanza, especially after the handshake, and even Honorable Alex Wanzala, the time was saying that Raila Odinga is there opening projects because he's part of it. Why can't they bring those developments in Western Kenya?
No, the problem is with our leaders here, our core principles. It's not about the ODM principle, you see. And the leadership of Western has failed compared to the leadership of Nyanza. Ukiangalia. Kwa sababu, why am I saying so? The leadership of Nyanza, under their MPs, senators, the gubernatorial seats, they are working. You see? Compared to here, we are being forced to elect, to being imposed with us a leader. Unaona? Naambiwa huyu tosha. Then at the end of
on the ground, we want to say this, and we want to tell our people and enlighten to our people. Ya kwamba it is a high time we should open our eyes. Sisi tumedanganywa mara mingi, tumekejeliwa sana, and it is the same deputy president. I wish we had those clips when he was talking ill against our people. Ya kwamba sisi ni watu wa kumbe kumbe. You know, that is very shameful according to, you know, the bigger picture. But that is not important, Chebet. What I can be able to tell the Luhya nation is that it is high time we should also sit in the same plate that people have been eating. You remember very well, we have been having almost 3/4 of resources going to Central Kenya. It is high time other resources be kuja Western, because our people are really suffering. It is high time our leaders should open our eyes. And I want to tell you that people have opened their eyes already. Because if Mudavadi and Wetangula, they're not going to lead the people the way they want. Na ninakumbuka the last time I was here, I told you, that is the same thing that have been happening in the by-elections. Political parties, they have been able to plug the wrong candidates for their people. What happens by the end of the day? Wala watu wanaanguka, independent candidates wanapita. That is the same thing that is going to happen here on the ground. And if these leaders, they are not going to make this decision, the right decision, I can assure you that here on their grassroots, ODM, we are going to take other slots by the end of the day.
Yeah, and still talking about Deputy President in Western Kenya, he's saying that Jubilee has built roads, has connected electricity to Kenyans, the people of Western, and he's saying that ODM has no any development to show the Western people. Do you agree, and can you list at least 3 developments that ODM has brought to Western Kenya?
ODM has not been in the government. You can put it clear.
Does that mean that
you don't have the power to bring any development into a county or any province. You see, as a Western province, ODM, we can say, unless they scoop the presidential race,
but
then we can say that
developments in Nyanza, especially after the handshake, and even Honorable Alex Wanzala, there at time was saying that Raila Odinga is there opening projects because he's part of it. Why can't they bring those developments in Western Kenya?
No, the problem is with our leaders here, our core principles. It's not about the ODM principle, you see. And the leadership of Western has failed compared to the leadership of Nyanza. Ukiangalia. Why am I saying so? The leadership of Nyanza under their MPs, senators, the gubernatorial seats, they are working. You see? Compared to here, we are being forced to elect, to being imposed with us a leader. Unaona? Naambiwa huyu tosha. Then at the end of the day, tunakuja tunaambiwa ni mbaya. Tena tunaletewa mwingine. Unaona?
But since the handshake, I can say 2018, Raila has been in government and he is the leader of ODM, and here you're supporting ODM, you're saying that Baba ndiye ataleta maendeleo, that's why you want to be part of his government. He's been in government. Can you highlight maybe some projects that...
No, he has not been in the government. The handshake, handshake imefanya kitu tu inaitwa uwiano, unaona. But hata leaders wetu wa Western wangeenda kufanya handshake, tungekuwa na projects kwa sababu Waswahili wanasema
have not gone for handshake.
They are failed. Yeah, they are failed.
But at the same time,
well, Chebet, let me just interrupt and, you know, Chebet, you know, you are asking so many questions at the same time. You know, it is very clear and you understand very well the position of the opposition, you know. And, you know, our work right now, because we're in the opposition and in government, our work is to make sure that we shape the government. Our work is to make sure we rectify the government where it's wrong. And our work is to shout and tell the government that these resources should be used in this way, not what we are doing. And, you know, when you are talking about developments, there are people specifically who have been given the obligation by the people to be able to do those developments. We are talking about the governor, who is, you know, the account manager of the county. He is supposed to make sure that resources have been disbursed to his county. These resources have been able to be executed and developments to come on board. You remember very well what is happening in Kakamega. You know, the governor, that is Oparanya, is doing tremendous work. He has been able to fulfill, you know, the position of the governor of that particular county. So when you're telling me that ODM should be able to cause influence when it comes to resources in Western, then that is wrong. You know, in governance, right now we are talking about, we have, let me tell you,
it's a national party.
No, it's a national party, Jakarta. But we have people who have been elected here in Western to be able to do that. For example, here, who is the governor of Bungoma County? And is in which party? Is in Fort Kenya. So you cannot be able to blame the wrong people of the wrong, you know, accusations. It is under the obligation of Fort Kenya as a party to be able to bring developments here.
I'm talking about national development, and Raila Odinga is a national leader.
Yes, yes.
And we're seeing that the port is going to Nyanza region. These roads are being built in Nyanza region. Even we've seen the president visiting Nyanza more than 3 times since handshake. But what is happening to Luya nation?
Well, you see, and I told you the last time I was here, we had, for example, here in Luya, we have 3 farms which are dead. And I remember I put in a very clear way that we had the steering committee to be able to, you know, to have the public participation of the people on the ground, to be able to realize what people need, and to be able to bring solution by the end of the day. And the head of that steering committee was the governor, the COG during that time, that is Oparanya. And we remember very well, that is something that was concluded. They had the statistics, they presented to the government. It was the obligation of the government to be able to disburse fund, to be able to be executed here, to bring back Mumias on board, to be able to bring Panpepo on board and the rest. So you cannot be able to blame ODM party, because ODM party through its jurisdiction, that is opposition, watchdog of the government. It did what it was supposed to be done. And Raila Amolo Odinga, and I remember he was the one who was pushing for that. The development you are seeing in Nyanza region, you know, there's a budget of the government that these are the projects which are supposed to be accomplished in these regions. So it is not only in Nyanza. You remember very well, Likoni, that is Likoni Bridge.
Yeah.
It was under the influence of Raila Amolo Odinga pushing for that particular, you know, project to be accomplished.
Western? That is my question. Why
who is to blame here on Western? Who is to blame?
No, but
it is not the obligation of Raila Amolo Odinga.
Stadium of Kandoi Stadium. You've seen Kandoi Stadium.
You know, Chebet, I'll tell you, you know, the party leaders. And you see, that is where the element of, kingpin leadership comes in. Because every region we have those people who call themselves kingpin. People who are policy makers of that particular place. People who can be able to push for the grievances of their people on board. And that is why the Central Kenya, they are very strong. Because there are people who have been pushing that for the president. So it is under the jurisdiction of Wetangula, that is our senator, and Mudavadi, because these are people who have party leaders and their political parties, they have slots. Look at the position of the senators. Senators can be able to, to discuss, they make laws, they appropriate the laws, and they can be able now to say, we want a certain region to have this particular, it is under their jurisdiction. For example, Malala has been making a lot of noise in the Senate. Why can't he take that opportunity to be able to have a bill, proposing that I need, this particular industry to be revised? It is under his jurisdiction. So let us not blame the wrong people for the wrong, right now the senator, our senator, and some of them even, they are sitting and they are chairing the biggest committees in the Senate.
Yeah.
Why can't they take that obligation to be able to fulfill to their people?
Let me just ask this question. Let me start with you, Honorable Mohammed. Between Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga and the governor of Bungoma, who is Honorable Wangamati, who is closer to president, maybe to influence the developments to come to the ground?
I can say both of them closer to the president, because this is the governor of a certain county, and this is the opposition leader, and through the handshake, all of them are close to the president.
Well, fair enough.
Well, I'll tell you, both of them, they are party leaders. And every political party leader, they sit with the same table with the president.
Wangamati.
You said Wangamati
is a governor.
And Raila Amolo Odinga.
Well, let me tell you, and I want to break it down very well. The Wangamati is the governor of Bungoma County. And these industries, they are in his jurisdiction, okay? We are talking about the Raila Amolo Odinga, who is the opposition leader. Raila Amolo Odinga does not have any power in terms of accountability of resources to be able to be dispersed anywhere in this particular country. But here it is in the, Wangamati is being given 3-point-something billion every financial year. Where is he taking that particular money? It is under his jurisdiction. Make sure that this particular industries have been revised. The opposition leader, we know his obligation, we know his responsibility, so he's not anywhere closer to when it comes to finance.
So who exactly is to blame for the developments of Western?
It is the leadership of Western.
By saying leadership, I want maybe you to be specific.
Yes.
Leadership, we have a lot of leadership. We have governors, we have senators, we have members of parliament.
Yes.
We have MCS.
Those are the people we are talking about.
We have the spokesperson, we have the ANC leader, Musalia Mudavadi, Moses Wetangula. Who exactly is to blame for the sugar millers which have zimepotea? We have Mumias, we have Nzoia Sugar. Who exactly? And ni nani ambaye ataongea ili hizo kampuni ziweze kuwa revived?
Chebet, when devolution comes in, there are some of those particular organs which were brought back to county levels.